Sanvanani guys, welcome back to yet another video, and we are speaking about the latest episode of Queendom, you guys. So we know from the last episode, the episode ended with Umandlovu making Umcebo king, you guys. So this episode opened up with that. So there's now whispering amongst the council members, whispering about what Umandlovu just said. Then Chief Zondi gets up, guys, one of the council members. Then he says, Ndlovukazi Yamanzi, with all due respect, lesi sinqumo asihambisani nosiko that we have kept for years lana eKhahlamba. Umlondolozi Umcebe kumele he must undergo initiation ngokwesiko kuqala before adluliselwe esihlaleni sobukhosi. He goes on to say ukuthi lokho uzomsiza kumkhulise so that he can handle the responsibilities of being on the throne. And listen, he's basically saying, guys, there's no short way to the throne. But Umcebo and his mother, I get then Chief Nxumalo, one of the other council members, says ukuthi mina ngiyavumelana nenkosi uZondi wena wamanzi. The initiation is not to be taken lightly. Yona futhi indlela that ensures that the future is prepared. The future for the king is prepared wena wamanzi. Then Umandlovu says, since Owamanzi was laid to rest, angaze nje ngisithola isikhathi sokuphumula to be myself, ngizinakekele. Ngisafisa ke nami ngithathe ikhefu and take time to myself, ngingasindwa umbuso or ngingasindwa umthwalo wombuso. And I'm just like, ma'am, we know as the viewers that that's a lie, because when Umcebo offered you that break, you were like, no, it's fine. All of a sudden, chigi, like the way she gave over the throne so easily, you guys, boom. Then Zondi goes on to say, Chief Zondi says, Ndlovukazi Yamanzi, kezwakala lokho, kepha-ke, because ulibamba, you don't have to have umthwalo, you don't have to carry all of this umthwalo on your shoulders alone. We can appoint someone else from the royal house. Umcebo now is getting annoyed. Umcebo's like, kungaba ubani loyo Zondi? Noba sowuziphakamisa wena, sowufuna isihlalo sobukhosi manje wena Zondi. Then uMzondi says, cha mlondolozi wamanzi. Then I was like, yona into oyifunayo uyenza leyo nto, that's what you want to do. You want to take over as king. But you can see ukuthi manje uZondi can hear the authority in Umcebo's voice, so he's kind of getting scared. He's like, cha mlondolozi. Then Umcebo's like, uthini. And then uZondi says, cha mlondolozi, engikushoyo mina ukuthi umntwana uDaluxolo is the most qualified amongst us to take this sudden responsibility. Futhi-ke, uyathembeka, he is trustworthy to the throne, and we know that when we put him on the throne, that we won't doubt that he's qualified for us putting him there. Umcebo goes on to say ukuthi angikuvimbe lapho-ke ngoba uDaluxolo akasifisi leso sihlalo. uDaluxolo akafisi ubalibamba. The only thing that uDaluxolo is worried about, ukhathazekile about the future of the kingdom kuphela, but not that he wants any type of position like that. I'm like, sir, can we call in uDaluxolo and hear from himself? Because I don't know why uDaluxolo was not in that meeting. That was kind of confusing, but anyway. Then uMandlovu says, ngiyanizwa mkhandlu, nibekile indaba yenu, kepha isinqumo sengisithathile, kanti njengeNdlovukazi esesihlalweni, I am well within my powers to make such a decision. Just told them ukuthi I don't even need you guys' vote or you guys' opinion. She goes on to say ukuthi umlondolozi, she says mlondolozi, she looks at Umcebo and she says mlondolozi, ngiyathemba ukuthi uzosihlonipha lesi sihlalo, and that you are ready for the challenges ahead. Ready kanjani when you guys are not even willing to take him through amasiko? Anyway, uNokhuza Umcebo gets up. He gets up and is like, hi, ngiyabonga Ndlovukazi yamanzi ngokungithemba kwakho, nami ngiyanithembisa nonke la to take on whatever responsibilities that lie ahead, and also to prove that lesi sihlalo sobukhosi singifanele, I am worthy of it. I get. Then Umandlovu gets up, you guys. She gets up from her seat. Everyone's seated at this point, and then she says, "Wena wamanzi." Then everyone follows her, and she says it 3 times. And then she signals with her hands to everyone, "Uthi phakamani." Then they get up. Then she says, "Wena wamanzi," and they doing that thing, isandla sabo, that signal of amanzi, or of ukha amanzi, of gathering water, I guess. So she says, "Wena wamanzi." Then everyone repeats that 3 times. Then she steps aside. And get she's sitting on that lesosihlalo sobukhosi. She steps aside and makes way for Umcebo. So they continue saying, wena wamanzi. And then Umcebo gets to that chair and he sits down. As he's sitting down, guys, we see something like I'm not gonna say a vision, but we see something being replayed. As Umcebo was standing on that chair and he's holding onto the handle of that chair, we see the Banzi, the old Banzi who was around Umcebo's age, who killed or who thought he killed Andile to be on that throne. We see him like doing the same thing, standing on that chair, holding the handle. Then we see the scene of Umcebo killing Andile. Like all of that replays kind of to say what history is repeating itself. Ubanzi thought he killed Andile, but he killed him in a way. And Umcebo did the final killing of Andile, all for Lesisihlalo, all for this throne, and history is repeating itself. So Umcebo guys is standing there and they playing that vicious music. You know that vicious music of like darkness is about to reign. Umcebo, like the way he's feeling so proud of himself, Lapayana guys. And Umandlovu, she's standing there on the side, guys. And as she's standing there on the side, she recalls a vision of a conversation she had with Ubanzi. And in that conversation, she was saying to before I get to that, while Umcebo's there by the throne, but that Lesastulo, he ends up sitting down, and then we hear Ubanzi's voice when Ubanzi said, "Angeke ube yinkosi." So that's ironic because Ubanzi said, "Angeke ube yinkosi," and yeah, Umcebo is sitting down on that lesastulo sobukhosi. So back to Umandlovu. Umandlovu then is just, she's looking at Umcebo and she's rethinking, or she remembers this vision, and she was having a conversation with Ubanzi and she's like, yindaba umzonda kangabo Umcebo baba. And then Ubanzi said to her, "Ingoba when I look into his eyes, ngibona zonke izono zami." And it's like that moment she's rethinking that and she's seeing. She really is seeing Wuti history about to repeat itself. Now I'm really thinking, Wuti Umandlovu, did she step aside because she's scared of Umcebo, or did she step aside because she noticed Wuti Lento that she's about to deal with, or if she wants to fight against it, ingaphez kwakhe, and now she's just going to allow the ancestors to deal with Umcebo. I don't know. We will see that unfolding, no guys. Anyway, we see Untando. Untando comes into Thabang's room. Thabang ulele embedeni, he's pressing his phone and he is kind of annoyed. When Untando comes in, guys, there is water on the carpet, like as if khona umuntu bekathela amabhakede wamanzi on Thabang's carpet, like it's soaking wet. Now we know it's akane akunamanzi, guys. So anyway, Untando's like, and then she's like, Thabang ubonile ukuthi kunjani la phansi. And then like she's like, yeah, ngicaba lento ngoba la it's akane, we don't have water, like akamngaphi like lamanzi, like. And then she says, Thabang ignores and she's like, Thabang khuluma nawe uyangizima. So guys, Thabang is mad because Thabang, when he was sitting no Vincent Ntando, he brought up the subject of ilobola, and Vincent was kind of irritated at why he's bringing up the subject here, Lobola, guys. We know Wuti, they were currently stressed and looking for Ketiwe. So anyway, Undando got irritated at that, and she's like, Tabang, you must learn to read the atmosphere. Like, really, like, Tinas Funana no ma, and when are you coming to talk about Lobola things? Like, you know? So Tabang's mad because he feels like Undanda did not support him in that conversation. I'm just like, chill, dude, like, uzomlobola anjani? How are they going to have Lobola negotiations without Uketiwe anyway? I get so Utabang looks at Undando and is like, when Utabangani, then he just walks out and leaves Undando in there. I get next thing we see Matindi and Rejoice there in the kitchen, guys. They're washing dishes, and Matindi, they are recalling yesterday's episode where Mandlovu shot the slave queens. So she Matindi saying to rejoice, yay, Otto, umbonile Vugazi. And they laughing there, and while they laughing, was passing near the kitchen. Ay, umatindi ye, sakuyamazke undlovukazi yibhosi. Bathi bazama ukhaza nje, bathi sorry ma'am, in. Wavela wathi Mandlovu, yay! So they laughing at that. Matinti's like, hey, imvuwe yaphuma ngalana yazi ile queen zasegola ziyadelela shame. Or Joyce is like, she's agreeing with Umatinki Lapayana. She's like, Bayashtraela yaz. And then Ebo comes into the kitchen. Then Utinti, where the direction she's facing, she notices Ebo first, and then Urichoice follows. Like, they just stop what they're doing, and then they bow, and then they say, Mlondolozwamans. He looks at them, guys. His hands are behind his back, and he just walks past them. I'm just like, and then things are just getting weird, Liars Goldgrain, because what was that? Ungabo always has a comment to say or something to say, but he just kept quiet, looked at them, kept quiet, and just walked past. I'm just like, hi, Bo. I get anyway, we see Umandlovu. She is sitting on the balcony outside Kusepsugu, sipping on her tea. Usanusu lapo and Utalukolos there. So Utalukola and Umandlovu are sipping on some tea. Mandlovu goes on to say to Usanusi and Gabon Wuti, she says, Abang Wuti like Ngiazi, like I know why you requested Mumshangano. Kodwa ke isinqumo besing isithathile ngeke ngisashintsha. Then Usanusi is like, kanti ke, like I'm not here to change your decision, Prof. Gaziamanzi. I heard already that your mind is made up, so I'm not here for that. Mandlovu goes on to say, Utispuma engisithathile is final. Then Usanusi says, indeed, kepha-ke. Then Mandlovu is like, kepha-ke ini. And then Usanusi says, Kunodaba, that seems to have slipped your mind, Ndlovukazi, in the midst of all these changes. Pelumdeni awuzange ugezwe ngesiko sethu. The family did not do a cleansing ceremony. You know, guys, even in normal families, families that believe in amasiko, when a person passes away, there must be some sort of washing that some families do. So he says, zange bawashwe, and then goes on to say, Ebo's about to take over the throne right now, so I think it's important ukuthi kugezwe kwenziwe ngokushesha-ke, because you guys want things to be done fast. Utalukhalo sitting there, guys, one thing about Utalukhalo, he will sit quietly and observe ngatakazi lutho. He's sitting there and he's frowning. I'm like, I wonder why he's frowning, and I'm so curious to know what's going on in Talukhalo's mind. I am Mandlovu says, cha, uqinisile lapho Dubintaba, like angizange ngiyicabange leyo nto, angizange ngiyicabange leyo nto, like angifuni nokuhamba amanga. Especially now that Ebo is set to take over the throne, uzofanele impela umndeni kanye naye Ebo ugezwe halapho like ukhuluma iqiniso. And then Usanusi says ukuthi ngizolenza mina isiko nokugezwa ngoba isikhathi asisekho. I will conduct it at the royal stream wesiko lethu lakudala. He goes on to say ukuthi Ndlovukazi yamanzi nawe mlondolozi. Have you guys given any thought to who will be isangoma samlondolozi? But remember the requirement is when you have a king, when you are a king, you must have isangoma sakho that's going to guide you. But you can see uMandlovu was kind of uncomfortable because remember, uMcebo told her to her face that uLokhu Fungi is going to be Sangoma sakhe. Ayike, then uDalupola says, uqinisile lapho Dubintaba. We need to appoint Sangoma to strengthen uMcebo siphinde simncedise ngokwezimoya. Then uMandlovu says ukuthi I believe ukuthi we agreed on the order of importance. Ukugeza kukaMlondolozi nomndeni is what we should begin with. Lokhu kwezangoma and all of that, we can handle that when we can handle that like ngesinye isikhathi, like it's not important right now. But you can see the look on uDaluxolo's face. He's like, and uSanusi's face to say that this is so important. Like, how are you? Like the way they disregarding things, guys, I feel like they are giving it off that there's something that they know that is not in place. Again, next scene we see uNgozi usehlathini kwindumba yakhe. I'm gonna call it that at this point. Uguqe phansi, guys, reading her bones there when uMcebo comes in. And uMcebo comes in with a smile on his face. And uNgozi says, Kahlamba wamanzi angcwele. And then uMcebo says ukuthi you knew uzoba yinkosi sonke lesi sikhathi, like bongashongani. And you can see uNgozi also smiles there because she knows what he's speaking about. Then uNgozi goes on to say ukuthi benfuna nje ukubona the look ebusweni bakho xa ufumana ezondaba. I want you to see the look on your face when you get those news. And uMcebo says ukuthi ungumboni wangempela wena. Then Ngozi says wena wamanzi. Then he says you are the real deal weqiniso wena. Then uNgozi says wena wamanzi. Then he says inkanyezi yami that guides me. And then he says sukuma. Then that time he's stretching out her hand. And uMcebo was standing. So she stretches out her hand. He stretches out her hand to her like utaparame. Then he says sukuma. Then she holds his hand as sukume. And then uMcebo says ukuthi isenzo sami sokuqala njengenkosi is to make you my right hand. Then uNgozi looks at him and she says wena wamanzi. Then they both smile and then she says wena wamanzi. Guys, I know one of you said ukuthi uMcebo will marry uNgozi and something along those lines, and now I responded and said ukuthi uMcebo uzithandela ama-slay queens. But guys, there's this look that uMcebo gives uFunky Ngozi that makes me think ukuthi hayi guys, noma sokuthiwani, it looks like ingathi uMcebo uyazithandela I don't know, guys, but it looks like there's that sort of sexual tension between them, and I am scared at this point because that looks like a reality. Remember, Mcebo still needs to even take a wife, you guys. Now it doesn't even seem like a far-fetched thing for Mcebo to even marry uFunky Ngozi. Hey, guys, I get Oprah V in his house. He is reading a newspaper. This is when uMashesha comes in, knocks on the door, comes in and says, like, why these days, why ngathi you busy ngendaba, like you are busy with reading newspapers like so much. And then he says, no, I'm seeing if there's any update, umfazi wami, whatnot. And then uMashesha says, no, don't worry about that, nizomthola. Then uMashesha says ukuthi yazi Bravi, we are very impressed with your work. Your work is very professional. We've decided ukuthi hayi man, because like your work is so professional, athi siyithathe le tender yonke le and give it to uBravi. And then kusho ukuthi wena uzolungisa wonke amagiza aseTsakane. Your uBravi is like hayibo mina, like hi Mashesha, like I'm so happy in ini, like he's so happy at that. But guys, the question is, like why P, like which skizas is he fixing when eTsakane they have a problem namanzi? Why would you want to fix your giza when you know it's abnamanzi? But anyway, uMashesha, whatever he's doing, guys, he's putting uBravi deep in, and I'm like, Bravi uzobanja wena for not asking the reasonable questions. I can. Next thing we see uMcebo, he is sitting on his father's chair in the dining room looking at some paper and as if he's doing some work or whatnot. But uDaluxolo walks in. Then uDaluxolo says wena wamanzi with his hands there, and then uMcebo says asibonge mntwana. Then uDaluxolo says wena wamanzi kukhona udaba nje that I would like us to discuss. Then he goes on to say ukuthi like ngidibene noDubintaba uSanusi wathi ukuthi there's a ceremony of cleansing that needs to be done by the river. I was like, you can see I was uncomfortable. Remember, guys, when uFungingozi started imisebenzi yakhe on top of Mcebo, she told him that he's not allowed utangena kulowa mfula wamanzi angcwele because already he's been in contact with evil spirits and whatnot. So he's like, and then uTalukolo's like, isiko nje lokho, like that is our tradition. And what it's supposed to do, like isiko lakhona, it's supposed to ukuthi sikwazise emadlozini and to pronounce you as the king. Then Mcebo says, mntwana, uhlangane noDubintaba. And then uDalukolo says yes. Then Mcebo's like, without discussing it with me, inkosi yakho. Then uDalukolo laughs a little, but he's like, wamanzi, I thought you'd be happy about this ngoba you want everything ukuthi kuhambe ngokushesha. And then Mcebo says, like kunezinto that are important engifuna uzenze wamanje mele ngibhekana nazo. Then uDalukolo says, wena wamanzi sikhuluma ngokugeza kwakho la. Like I thought you'd take this, you'd take the opportunity of this tradition of taking the throne seriously. Like you quite like this is not just something small. Then Mcebo looks at him, but one thing about uDalukolo, he can persuade you to change your mind in a very, very wisdom-like way. So Mcebo he looks at him, then he's like, kulungile mntwana ngizovela at the ceremony. And then uDalukolo says, oh, okay, when our manzi, then that ends. Guys, then we see Mcebo, he's back at uFungingozi. At this point, I'm going to say his crush. He is back at his crush's place, except this time he is pacing the floor. He's panicking, he's walking up and down. He's telling uNgozi ukuthi bafuna ukuthi ngigeze. Bafuna ukuthi ngenze isiko lokugeza uyazi ukuthi kusho ukuthini lokho angithi. Then uNgozi looks at him and she's like, bafuna ungena emfuleni ongcwele. And then Mcebo says, that ngizokwenza njani? Like, what am I gonna do? Because you know I can't escape that. Then uNgozi says like, awuzukwazi noma kanjani awuzukwazi ungena emfuleni. She goes on to say ukuthi ukungena kwakho emfuleni ukhahlamba, like iziphumo zalapho zingayingozi kakhulu. Ukhumbule phela ukuthi you aren't the rightful king. Bo, you aren't the rightful king. Remember that. And the waters will know that. Then Mcebo says, Fungingozi, ngeke ngikwazi ukunqaba la ukuhlanza. Bazosola ukuthi khona okushaya amanzi, then bathole iqiniso about this whole thing. uNgozi says ukuthi usebenza nemimoya emidaka wena. Imimoya emnyama. There's nothing you can do about that. Then Mcebo says ukuthi unamandla wena. Hlanganisa umlingo wakho and make things happen. Then uNgozi responds and says ukuthi usebenza nemimoya engaphaya kwamandla ami. Like you have worked and you are working with darkness, spirits of darkness that are beyond my own power. So she says usebenza nemimoya engaphaya kwamandla ami. Uzofanela wena as inkosi, you need to find a solution. Guess what, Mcebo? Not everything uFungingozi can do for you. Now she's leaving it in his hands and she's like, well, I've got you to the throne. Figure out something. You are the king now. Guys, we see Uthindi are not rejoiced. They're outside, like gathering, I guess, mugs and dishes, and they are complaining with Yaibo these days. Umsebenzi omngaka. It seems like there's a whole lot of work. Like as told in the chant, your pumula and whatnot. So as they're taking Izitsha, you guys, who kalis cover, guys, an owl. Then we rejoice like Matint, like listen. Then the owl like cries again, or whatever the word, whatever an owl does, guys. And then after it's all rejoices like, yeah, he's on Leonto, Matinti, can you hear that? Matinti's like, Mgani, like, Luchola, there's nothing I can hear. But you can see which all rejoice the way she's so frightened, you guys, by Iskova. you know us as abantu abamnyama, guys, isikhova is never a good a good thing. Isikhova means which there's a bad omen that is around, and it usually means which unomuntu ozoshona or something like that. But guys, that is just a signal which reigning over the kingdom busazokhala busazoshuba nje. Ayiba. Then next scene we see Untando. She's having a conversation with Utabang and whatnot. And guys, to sum it up, Untando offers Utabang to help him with the lobola money because Utabang wants that. And Tabang's like, no, you don't understand. Your family wants me to take care of you, and I don't know how. Then Untando's like, Tabang, it is just money. Like, I need to tell when which is the team, so let me help you out. And then Utabang says, no, like I can't allow that as a man. Then Wushuguti Yimumapoti, because you'll be the one bothering me. And then Untando goes on to say, Ike, if you don't want it, like Sissis or Zwangawe when a man of the house. I got a feeling that Utabang Zobuya ati Boshos Sam, whatever word he uses them, Standwa Sam. Like Leama Lige, I don't trust Tabang. I have a feeling he's gonna come back and want that money. I get, guys, last scene we see Unlo, Umanlovu, Sanusi, and Rutanu all. They are, it looks like they are in Abel's room, and on the bed they have the attire of the king on the bed. That attire that's ubanji suwe, that cocky, I don't know, I don't even know how to describe it, but the attire of a king with those feathers, those blue feathers, they are there on the bed. They are ready to do the ceremony. Umanhlovu was like, yazi, like angiyazi lento yenziwa yilo mfana. Like, manje, because you know he's supposed to be here, start umsebenzi. Ugalokalo's like, Ndlovukazi nami ngizame ukuthi ngimthinte ecingweni kodwa angimthoni. Sanusi's like, kodwa umlondolozi, like, I thought he knew how important the ceremony is. Umanhlovu takes her phone, she tries calling him. Ingena ku-voicemail, guys, and she's like akaphendula, like angisazi ke mina ukuthi ngenze njani, and the episode ends like that. I guess he tried to run away from the ceremony since he said he must see a plan. Is that the plan? Like, they can still postpone it. He needs to think of a much more clever plan, because that's one balega and not pitching up is not gonna work. Anyway, guys, let's park it right there. Tell me your thoughts. Please do make sure you like the video. Please do subscribe. It is absolutely for free of charge, and I'll see you guys on the next one.